Okay, guys. All the best. The 9th frame. Judd on the break.
Good evening, everyone. So here we are again, friends reunited for a third year running. The Northern Ireland Open final is between Judd Trump and Ronnie O'Sullivan. Trump has won each of the last two, 9-7. O'Sullivan finished in style with that century. I think the key stat for him, his long potting is 83%. If he can start converting, getting in to making breaks, then he's clearly going to be dangerous. But this is where, of course, it all really matters, Joe, the last session.
Yep, and this is where all the excitement is, isn't it? Won't see two more attacking players in the game. Although, to say that, they can both play excellent safety. But they're such good long potters as well, and Ronnie O'Sullivan, you know, his long pot success is 10 out of 12. You would have expected him to have had bigger breaks.
Foul. Ronnie O'Sullivan 4.
Yeah, I wish he could play that at billiards. That's an excellent shot. He's just had a look to see what, if anything, he's going to be leaving if he takes this long straight red on. Just got to be careful here with that red nearest the right corner. He'll be able to cover the one in the baulk area. The brown will take care of that. And does the black go? It does. My word. What a brave shot to take on. That would have brought the house down. Great shot. He looked at the safety, but it was such a tough shot. Deserved to be on something. That's a thin cut, this to the left corner. Chat to himself. Doesn't like it. He may have been able to pop the red just above the black into the green pocket. Oh, looks like this does go to the green pocket. And it goes. He played the cue ball into a place where he didn't leave anything easy for O'Sullivan. So again, he gave that quite a lot of thought.
14. 15. $19. 20. 25. 26. 33.
There isn't many people that enjoys playing O'Sullivan, but I think he
34.
does. Had a chance. O'Sullivan.
41. 42.
So, one more easy red, possibly two.
49.
Switch of hands.
50.
Yeah, it's good you mentioned that, David, because it's so easy to miss, isn't it? You know, he plays with his right hand just, well, not as good as his left, not like Ronnie O'Sullivan, but plays very well with it.
57.
So this is the last of the easy reds.
58.
Look at the siding of that cue ball to drop perfectly onto the black. What a wonderful shot that was.
Really, he's looking to develop a red little cannon.
Yeah, and that will do. I think the red passes the other red.
65.
61 points, the difference.
66.
This is what you call punishment. And it started off with a good red, but then a wonderful red.
74.
The century he made in frame 7, the 1-8, was his 29th of the season. That's one more than Neil Robertson.
81. 82. 89.
Great start for Trump. 89.
89.
O'Sullivan, he's going to play on, but clearly the frame has gone. People have asked me why they can hear balls being knocked in the background. People are practicing for the UK Championship, which starts here in the morning.
Yes, and O'Sullivan breaking off there, leaving a red to this right corner. And in it goes. Cue ball just about holding up.
1.
That's the difference. The break-off makes such a big difference nowadays. It used to be an advantage to break off, but now I'm not so sure.
4. 5. 12. 13. 20. 21.
Still got another 3 reds that he can take, but normally doesn't leave it to the last red. Trump, if he gets a chance to go into them, as does O'Sullivan, of course.
28.
And all these things going through his mind now. Do I leave an angle on the black? Do I play for the loose reds?
29.
He's left an angle on the black and pink. Very good at this shot normally, because he has to play it at pace. Is he on this red to the right corner, or does the pink come to stop him?
Got to be in line, and it's got to go as close to its spot as it can without touching that cue ball.
35.
Yep, mustn't touch. Now, can he see it? Doesn't seem too unhappy. Well, what a big difference that could have made to this frame. Not sure if he can pop this one to the middle either. But he could. Didn't play that one well.
43.
Good cut on the red and getting that cue ball out of balk, but that's not a good spot. That's going to be very difficult to get to the next red. Well, if the red goes to the middle, chance to keep the break going.
49. 50.
Wonderful. And a nice angle on the blue. Now, he's looking at trying to miss the pink on the right.
$55.
Nice break, 55, but
Judge on 55.
doesn't win frames. Just had a look to see how these reds were going to split. Didn't want it to be like that. An easy starter for Trump, left-handed player.
Golden chance to make it 7-3. That will be the first time he's led by 4.
One.
Again, just held up for the yellow or the brown.
Five. 6.
Yep, O'Sullivan's had 2 shots in this frame. This is the ball then that barring Snooker.
11.
The question, who is snooker's top dog? Is it the world number one? Is it the world champion? In terms of all-time career, of course, O'Sullivan is miles in front. But right now,
18.
at this point, Trump is the one who's been consistent.
25.
That was the dynamic coming in.
26.
It's going to take something special as Trump tries the thinnest of cuts.
Just from 26.
O'Sullivan again
Just
coming
from
back, but he's
26.
81-0 down. The frame's gone.
No, he's hit it too hard. Yep, he knew what was coming. Oh, but he's just moved the pink. Good safety. Lots of left-hand side on the cue ball to get it over to that side of the table. Great shot. I called good safety last time round, but I forgot it was Trump that was playing. I'm not sure if he got a kick there. Red is still cuttable to the middle, but I'm not sure where the cue ball's going. Oh, what a game. What a gap he found there. What a wonderful shot that was. Look at the gap he's found between everything.
4.
Any flick there at all, and he's on nothing. He'd love the pink to go onto the black spot, but he's not sure. And it makes a difference, because if it goes onto the black spot, it can play for the red into the middle. If it goes on its own spot, and he leaves the cue ball where the pink is, and plays the red to the left corner. But he can't play that shot if the pink spots. I made sure of being on something. Now let's see where it goes.
There's the answer.
He would have liked it to have gone on to the black spot. Would have been so much easier. Decision. Does he play for the black or the blue?
11.
If you can pop this red and get a cannon to the next red below it, pink will go to that right middle.
$17.
And another there. That's a beauty. That could have cost him the frame as well had he missed it.
24. 25.
Yeah, caught the wrong red. But it could
32.
work in his favour. Now he can
32.
develop those two reds closest together. Oh, that didn't go according to plan.
33.
Tempted to catch the red thick. Another good pot, and I think he's complaining about a kick which threw the cue ball wide.
Yeah.
Pushed him out of position.
He's had to work hard already for these 40 points. He knows, though, the key here is don't leave any kind of easy chance for O'Sullivan, because he hasn't really had any yet tonight. If he gets one, this final can turn round. It's not the best safety ever.
No, I'm surprised he played that. He could have run off one of the other reds or thinner. But he's pushed it on. Good shot. Excellent.
1.
Lots of right-hand side on the cue ball to bring it down that side of the table.
Four.
There's the overall pot success. He's still in the 80s.
$11. 12. 19.
So just this last loose red by the pink.
$27. 28.
Well, this isn't the best side to be going into the reds from, but at least he can get to them. Plenty of whiz on the cue ball there.
33.
The ball's just not running for him.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 33.
Yeah, it was well worth the go, because look where the cue ball is. Coming back down the table, not leaving anything, and he's a little unlucky not to be on the black. Very risky to take the pink on. Just a safety. Well, you can see what a great safety he's played there, Trump. Oh, how close was that? Great safety. Well, what a good kiss that was. Although Sullivan can pop the red off the cushion. I think that's what he's going to have to try and attempt. Yeah, good shot.
One.
Needs a good bounce to be able to get to the next red. Just about the right side of the pink to get to the red.
14. 15.
Yellow, green and brown will be enough. He's under-hit it.
21.
Going to have to come in and out of balk now. Annoyed with himself.
23.
Should still get to the green from there, but it's that little bit more difficult, but nicely on it.
26.
This brownie just checks the scoreboard. Should make it 7-4. Next frame is a huge one.
35. 41.
So 26-minute frame. Longest of the match so far. It's gone to Ronnie O'Sullivan. Trump now leads 7-4. There's also a long red there, so again, not maybe the most successful break-off shot.
No, he left a chance the last time he broke off. He's missed one. And he's left one. Doesn't want the kiss. Much tougher, the brown. The red next to the black is an option he can play for. That way he doesn't have to do too much with the cue ball. Oh, taking it to the corner. Cued it well, very well. Another brave shot there from O'Sullivan. It was much easier to take it to the middle. You mentioned Stephen Hendry, and yeah, quite agree, you know, brave players, taking on difficult shots, not thinking about what would happen if he missed them.
11.
Another good shot from O'Sullivan.
12.
Now, normally tries to leave the cue ball low on this next red, so he can open more reds up.
19.
And there you see, reds are open, he's on the black.
27.
O'Sullivan appearing in his 54th ranking final. Hendry 57 with the record. Of course, in terms of titles, O'Sullivan
28.
passed Hendry with 37.
Yeah, just going to stick up for Hendry a little bit here. He didn't have the amount of tournaments that boys have got nowadays. I'm sure he would have won a lot more.
Oh, definitely. If he'd have had this many, he'd have won 50, 60 ranking events. No question.
Into the reds again.
41.
It comes from a Trump long red miss. No, he had the chance, Trump. But maybe that last frame just affected him a little.
$49. 50.
Reds will go to the right corner, but he's going to have to be fairly accurate to get onto those reds. Lots of side on the cue ball.
7.
And he's on it.
$58.
That will do nicely.
Not quite there yet. We'll need a colour off the red.
Yeah, it's just working it out, but right, it does.
$63.
Taking the bulk colour, of course, he needs another red. And the yellow's not there.
Oh dear.
63.
Wow, what a big moment. This could be 63 in it, but the 67 still on.
Can afford to take the pink. Does need to get onto the black though as soon as possible. Well, he took the risk at bringing that red off the cushion while he had the angle.
7.
And why not? He's finished nicely on the red to the left corner. So hold for the black.
8.
Well, this is a key shot. He'd like to stun this in, but that makes the pot so much more difficult. Made sure of the black to leave a more difficult red,
15.
but now he's got a great chance.
16.
Again, very good positional shot. Lots of right-hand side on the cue ball.
23. 24.
Can afford to take a blue.
31.
That's the angle to come round in and out of balk for the blue. If it's a little hard, it's on the pink.
32.
Yeah,
32.
just the wrong side of the blue. The yellow not too bad for a left-handed player, but he'd like to be close to it and right behind it. Right for this. Of all the places to land.
37.
If he misses it, he needs a snooker.
Judd Trump, 34.
I'll be happy with that.
So, what a moment in the final. Ronnie O'Sullivan was looking good to win the frame in one visit, missed the yellow, and we're now down to the yellow, which looks like the key ball here. Trump needs the lot.
Well, you could say that this is a half chance. You have to play it with left-hand side on the cue ball to avoid the middle pocket bump. Wasn't far away. So, chance for O'Sullivan.
He's potted 13 out of 16 long balls in this final.
Oh, how close was that? But maybe he's had a bit of running at last. Anxious looks. Didn't get into it enough. Great shot. Great shot.
Just one needed. But a fantastic yellow, as you say.
He's playing the safety.
Leads by 28 points with 25 on. So Trump needs one snooker. Green is in, and surely the frame is his. So it's going to be back to 2 in it. And this final is still anyone's.
Well, there's no doubt who's going to be feeling the better of the two going to the interval.
7. 3. O'Sullivan.
O'Sullivan is not beaten yet. At one stage it looked like there wouldn't be an interval. Judd Trump won the first 2 of the evening to lead 7-3, but O'Sullivan has dug deep, so Trump is still 2 away. Fascinating battle. It's not all been big breaks, but these two are fighting so hard. Of course, if Trump wins it, then he's just 1 from victory. First time that the same ranking event has had the same 2 players in it 3 years running since 2 other greats, Stephen Hendry and Jimmy White, contested the World Championship final 1992-94.
Yeah, excellent safety shot. Just the right amount of left-hand side on the cue ball to find that line. That shouldn't be a problem. Coming off that right side cushion, landing up into the back of reds. Somewhere around about there would be nice.
Hendry was the last player to win the same ranking event 3 years running, the UK Championship, 94-96. That's what Trump is aiming to do here this evening.
That's not a good safety. Caught them too thick. But the reds just travelled a little bit nearer to the cushion. A big shot, that. Now, what's the damage? I think he's left one to the left corner. could be tempted to go into the reds again. Just drop it in for the red. There's that left corner. This is where that little bit of luck comes in that we were talking about earlier. And he hasn't had any there. Oh well, there is a red that will go. It's gone in. So for a moment, thought it wasn't on anything. Now he's got the game at his mercy.
Twelve. 13.
You've got to
20.
keep your concentration because it's so easy to miss an easy one.
21. 28. 29. 36. 37.
Doesn't really want to go into the reds because there's plenty that will
44.
go.
45.
Well, may have to play for that red behind the black. He doesn't have to. I just feel he can get close enough to it.
52.
He doesn't have to do it, but he could play the cannon to the red above the black. He would be on the other one to the left corner. He's missed the cannon, but he's okay.
60.
In fact, he may deliberately miss the cannon. Well, that was a rank
61.
bonus that to be on that red.
68. 69.
So let's hit break this.
Yeah, well, he did get the first chance, played good safety shots, forced the mistake from Trump,
76.
but missed that red to the right corner.
77. 84. 85. 92. 93.
This is ninth of the tournament because he made a maximum in round
101. 107.
2. If in doubt, just change hands.
Yeah, and he looks comfortable, doesn't he? You know, he gets down to play right-handed, his opposite hand, and he looks so comfortable.
15.
Not to be, but 115. Terrific break. Whereas Sullivan just faltered. Judd Trump didn't. And he's now one away from winning this title again. He leads Ronnie O'Sullivan 8-5.
Well, mistake, caught the reds too thick. Now, what can O'Sullivan do? He had to sit out all the last frame. Having a little smile to himself because this isn't the best angle on the red to get to the black. You could see the screw back hitting that red. And not the best angle on the black. May have to play for that red nearest the left corner. Now, I think the great thing about Ronnie O'Sullivan is that
8.
I never see him panic. Even when he's all the way down in frames, he just seems to get on with his job. Great belief in himself.
16.
Reds to both middles, but neither one of them easy. Excellent.
24. 25.
And fourth black coming up.
32.
A
33.
little too straight on the black. We'll see if he's thinking maximum now, because he should play for the blue up here.
40. 41.
If it had been 100,000 for the maximum, it might have been different.
46. 47. 54. 55.
Yeah, just overhit it. He doesn't really want to play into the reds, but he may feel that he's got no option here. Well, he's on one, but it's nasty.
60. 61.
Still needs another red after this black. Nicely played. Does he ever feel pressure, this man?
68.
Yeah, missed a couple of those thick. So he made the adjustment.
60. 74. 75.
I think he's actually enjoying it now. Really do. He's asked a lot of questions of himself during this break and answered them all.
82. 83. 18. 90.
The green, maybe? Yes. Absolutely brilliant.
93. Foul. Chuck jump 7.
So the break ends at 93. A quick kill in frame 14 for Ronnie O'Sullivan, looking to put pressure on the world number one. 8-6.
The snooker is a bonus, if it is one. Didn't get enough screw into the cue ball, and this is a half chance. I think the red will go to the right middle. Not easy by any means, but it's a free go. He's not going to leave anything easy. Nicely played. He's off again. And it's a nice table.
Eight. 9.
The red will go to the left middle.
16. 17. 23.
So the game's most successful break builder is in again.
Oh, he's looking good, David, isn't he? He really is. One thing he very
31.
rarely does is miss easy balls.
32. 39. 40.
And now left the cue ball short on the pink so he can start picking off the reds in the other end of the table. He's not in trouble, he's just giving it a lot of thought.
$46. 47. 49. 50. 54.
Just waiting for a chance.
55. 57. 58.
So he needs another red.
Yes, and it's not going to be an easy one, whichever way he plays it. Looking at taking the red to the green pocket. Has he just travelled too far?
65.
Again, he gave a little gasp. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
That's gone wrong, but
73.
snooker's required. That was effectively frame ball, that red. And it goes anyway. So we're definitely going into another frame. At exactly the right time, he's missed the black, but surely the frame is his. So a frame of 8 minutes, followed by a frame of just under 10. Judd Trump now leads only 8-7.
And that's not the best. That could be very expensive. Down the pressure. Maybe getting to Trump. Hasn't left anything easy, but he has left a half chance. Ronnie wants to take this one on. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Producing your best snooker
8.
when it really counts in a final.
9.
Red there, that will go in the middle of that cluster.
16. 17.
Might just play a little cannon to the red above and to the right of the black. Brilliant shot, judged to perfection. And he might open more reds up here.
25.
Just lost the cue ball a little. Not easy to get to the next red from there.
32.
Too high.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Too high, just too high. Just rattled.
Well, Trump hasn't potted a ball since he made the century in frame 13.
1.
So
Well, this is his chance, David.
exactly, this is his chance. Now let's see how he's feeling. He missed that long red earlier in the frame off the break-off.
Well, if he's straight on the red, he's going to have to play for one of the baulk colours again.
5.
The red to the right of the pink spot. Looks to be a red that he could play for. It's the blue that's causing him a problem. To screw past the blue is not going to be ideal on the red to the right of the pink. Now that was the problem.
7.
All stemmed from that first shot when he potted the green and finished straight on the red. It was an easy shot to leave himself the right angle on the red. Yep, I think he's on the red and he can get to the black or pink now.
10.
Choice of reds, in fact. Well, that's developed more reds. 2 reds just above and to the right of the black.
18. 19.
Wrong side of straight. He's going towards the cushion. Would have liked, yep. Would have liked to have been absolutely straight. And it made a difference
26.
because now he's got to go back up for one of the baulk colours.
27.
It's okay, it's nicely on the yellow. Little screw back. Choice of 2 reds. Green, it prefers a right-handed. Well, he switched to right-handed. What a time. Switched to right-handed.
This is on a knife edge now. It's advantage trump because he's at the table, but still work to do.
31.
Yes, he's left an angle on the black to be able to go into those 3 reds. He needs those 3 reds open. Does he do it now? He's done it now, and they've split lovely.
38.
Yeah, he's given himself now every chance to complete a hat-trick of Northern Ireland Open.
46.
And his heart will be pumping, make no mistake about that.
47.
He's got to hold himself together. Just a few more shots.
54.
Well, it showed
55.
true bottle, hasn't it? After what's been thrown at him, to get one chance.
So, Judd Trump
62.
needs the red. No, there's not. The red goes in. Well, every credit to Judd Trump because he was bang under it, the way O'Sullivan was coming back at him.
69.
In this battle for supremacy at the top of the game,
71.
the world number 1 has prevailed over the world champion.
74. 78.
And suddenly he can relax.
Brilliant.
Nine.
So it's a hat-trick of Northern Ireland Open titles for Judd Trump. Really exciting final in the end. And what a great break from Judd Trump after O'Sullivan put him under pressure, reeling off 2 frames in no time at all. At 89, Trump the winner, 9-7.